Hi everybody. So I'm using Snagit right now to record my screen. So I'm trying to explain how to use Camtasia to make a really quick video, and when the video is done, you will be able to show yourself in the video as well. So to find Camtasia, I go to the start menu, I type in cam, and I open it up. If it's not there, it's in your software center, you'll have to download it. So I do very simple videos with my document camera and a notes sheet or a worksheet or something to help get the students going on whatever you would normally teach. So what I always do is record the screen. So I'm going to hit this, and this pops up. I always have the webcam on. Not that I like to look at myself, but it's easier to know, it's easier to follow along in the video if you can see the person that's talking. So you just have to be mindful that you're being filmed as well. So know what's in your background, that kind of thing. Okay, so that's always on. My audio is on. I'm going to hit record. So now my video is recording my screen as well. So I'm going to go to my document camera. I would have done this first, but now I'm getting there. I'm going to go to full screen, zoom in, and when it's all ready, then I would be like, hi, welcome. We're going to solve equations today. And then you can talk as you write, just like you would in class, and you'd be like, oh, we're going to distribute, and you work through your problem or your notes. Okay? And you would do all of this. It's recording everything that's happening on the document camera. I'm going to escape to get out of the document camera. And then I'm going to go to Camtasia, where it says that I've been filming for 48 seconds. I'm going to hit stop. So now my video is recording my. This page is just, you can tell if everything was working well. I'm going to hit save and edit. I usually save it to my desktop, and I'll delete it once I'm good. Once you're good with it, you don't need this anymore, in my opinion. And then your Camtasia is going to open. Okay, so all that's in Camtasia right now is what was recorded after I hit record. This bar right here at the bottom kind of goes through my video. At the bottom, it says track 3, 2, and 1. There are 3 tracks that we've just created. One is of the webcam video of myself. The other one is the screen recording. And then the third one is the audio. So you want to keep all of these together. There is an option to group them. So if you push shift and then click on the tracks and then right click and hit group, that will keep them all together. Just know that if you ever need to do anything to one of those tracks but not the other ones, you'll have to ungroup them. But for right now, I'm fine with this. Okay? So if I unmute this, I'm going to edit just slightly. I don't do much editing. I know there was a... So now my video is recording my screen as well. So I'm going to go to my document camera. This part. I would have done this first. So I'm going to take it to right about here, when I can kind of tell, and I'm going to split this button called split. What I did was I marked it, and it didn't work. Click it. I split it, so it's in 2 groups. There's when I wasn't ready and the actual recording. If I click this part, I can hit delete, and it goes away. So my recording will start right here. Okay. I'm going to ungroup this now so that you can see all 3 things again, and look at my webcam. Let's say my webcam, you need this space. You can move this page, this rectangle, anywhere you want. And you can make it the size you want. If you want it big, if you want it small, but not that small, maybe you can adjust that and it saves wherever you put it. Okay. I don't want to go into too much. The only other thing I'm going to show you is like you can put a title page. All of these under library are different things you can add to your video. Occasionally I'll use a title, like this animated title, for example. If I right click it, I can say add to timeline. Right now, if you play it because they're all on top of each other, they'll play at the same time. So I want to move this out. And right now, if you hover over the title, it says it's 20 seconds long. That's really long, in my opinion. To shorten it to like 4 seconds, I just make it shorter. So now these three, I'm going to group again. So I'm going to push Shift and click on all these. I'm going to group them just so I can move them all at one time. I want it like this. So now what we can watch, I'm going to hit play and full screen it so you can see what we just made. Hi, welcome. We're going to solve equations today. And then you can talk as you write, just like you would in class, and you'd be like, oh, we're going to distribute, and you work through your problem or your notes. Okay. And you would do all of this. It's recording everything that's happening on the document camera. I'm going to escape to get out of the document camera. And okay, so I'm noticing the student doesn't need to know that I escaped right there. So I can go back to this part, click on this track 4 and hit split and erase that part. So then the video just got a whole lot shorter and it's all cleaned up. So now we have our video the way we want it. We can now produce it and share it. So what I do is I go to File and then I go to Produce and Share. This is how I always do it. I leave it as Smart Player. I don't automatically share it to YouTube or Google Drive. For some reason, it never works for me. So I hit Next. This is where I can name it as Camtasia Video. I've been saving them to my OneDrive. I'm not sure how much room they take or anything, so that might not be a good option. And then you just hit Finish. And then it's going to render. This takes a couple minutes. And then once it's done rendering, it will, if you have it said to, it'll open up for you. Otherwise, it will be in the location that you said it would be saved. And then I will usually just upload it to YouTube. This is the fastest rendering I've ever seen, so this is awesome. It usually takes a couple more minutes. So here's my video. If I go to YouTube, okay, I'm going to create a video. I'm going to upload a video. I'm going to select a file. It's in my OneDrive. Here's my Camtasia video. I always take the one with the cone, the VLC. Open. And then you're going to go through these steps, name it however you want, upload it however you want, and then it's in YouTube. So this was the most basic video explanation I could give you. It was a little more complicated on my end, but that's because I was piecing together a bunch of things. So hopefully it doesn't get lost in translation. Camtasia can be easy to use. Just try it. Especially if you have a document camera, it won't take long. But if you do have any questions, please let me know.